Welcome in to the Front Yard Fantasy Hour, brought to you by FanDuel. I am your host today, JL Garofalo, joined by my very good friends, Jay and Joey. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just a little upset that Joey decided to ignore the color code for today and just do his own thing.
Totally fair. Totally
I
fair.
play by my own rules. I don't
Yeah.
need y'all. So
He's his own man. Stop trying to box him in.
Pink
Also
goes
joining-
very nice with the military green, though. I think
It
it's
does.
a nice balance.
It does. It's a nice little complimentary color there. And as you may have heard, we're joined today by very special guests, Dave Kluge from Football Guys, our very dear friend. How you doing today, Dave?
Doing awesome. Always have a blast on these FYF shows. So thanks a lot for inviting me on again.
We love having you on, and I am super excited to play some Fortune with y'all today. I got some pretty nice puzzles. I don't know if nice is the right word. Got some nice puzzles.
I think nice is a nice word for puzzle.
I don't like the way that sounds. I'm not going to lie. That does not sound like it's going to be good for us.
Listen, the last time Dave was on the show and played this game, he immediately picked the curious case of Eno Benjamin Button and just absolutely wrecked all of my confidence. So I had to come in hot today.
I like it.
I'm ready. I love word puzzles.
Well, we got a bunch for you today. We got some people in the chat too. We got Grim Fan in here saying, I'm feeling like Sheldon from the Big Bang Theory with the Survivor League, but I never really got your advice from you guys in the last show. It's Raiders, Titans, Bucks, Browns in that order to finish the season. Should I make any changes? Dave, if you are in a Survivor League, you think this is a solid choice? We got Raiders, Titans, Bucks, Browns. Kind of tough.
Raiders play the Pats this week.
Yeah,
Titans
that's what I'm wondering. That's
Titans
a tough
play
matchup. Aren't they playing in New England
Rams
too?
tomorrow.
Ooh, the Titans play the Rams
Next week, I believe, because
Okay.
I just picked them up in my home league just in case I make it to the next round of the playoffs. Got to stay a week ahead.
I think you got this, Grim. I think
Oh,
you got this. You
Houston.
got
Sorry,
this
they play
far.
Houston next week. So I love that. That's a great call for next week if you can get past the Raiders.
Derrick Henry 200-yard rushing game coming.
Here it comes.
I hope not, because I'm playing them this week.
You got this, Graham. Let us know how it goes. You also got another question here. Start Taysom Hill over Dulcich or Kittle, half PPR. Dave, are you starting Taysom Hill over either of those guys?
I have Taysom Hill in a tier below Dulcich and Kittle, but Dulcich and Kittle are basically a coin toss for me. We've seen historically that when Deebo Samuel doesn't play, George Kittle gets a little bit more involved. So for anybody out there, I did take the over at 38.5 on George Kittle's receiving yards tonight. I think that he's going to have a decent game, but man, Dulcich, ever since Cortland Sutton has been bummed with that injury, Dulcich has looked really, really good. So I wouldn't be starting Taysom Hill over either of them.
Yeah, me neither. Start both of those guys over Taysom Hill. I don't think you can confidently start Taysom Hill anymore. Yusuf in here. Good evening. What up, Yusuf? Welcome in. We got DJ in here. Says, sup? Yes, new wrestler Joey.
Let's see who do you got. Okay.
Who is it?
I believe is it Killer Kelly? DJ, correct me that I'm wrong.
No idea.
Yep. It's
Are you a wrestling guy, Dave?
No, unfortunately not.
Me neither.
I'm sorry.
Man. Me neither. I feel left out of these conversations. Albert in here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Albert. Welcome in. And we got Dame in the chat. What up, Dame? Welcome in.
Name.
And Kylan King is the answer, Joey.
Kylan King. I had the K. Right?
Yeah, dude. No.
DJ, I love it. Every week he's got a new female wrestler. I'm always excited to see who he has next. So keep him coming, DJ.
See what happens next week.
Yep.
All right, well, we brought you here to play some Fantasy Fortune, Dave. If you guys have not played this before, here's how it goes. It works kind of like the normal Wheel of Fortune game. The only difference here is no wheel at all. So we got rid of the wheel. We got fantasy football and NFL themed puzzles. These guys are going to have to answer trivia questions in order to be able to guess consonants. For every consonant, they get a $500 added to their round bank. If they answer 3 questions correctly in a row, they will get to bank that money. Or if they solve the puzzle, they will get that money. They'll be able to buy vowels along the way. As long as they have over $500 in their round bank, they'll be able to use that to buy vowels and try and solve this puzzle. It's really easy once you get started. I'm not going to go through all the rules. You'll figure it out. We got one more question here before we get started, guys. Where did it go? Oh, here we went to Hector. Welcome in, Hector. So drop one, Pacheco, Houston, Kamara. Against Atlanta, Zeke Elliott or Nick Chubb.
Man.
What do you think, Joey?
I definitely want to play Pacheco. out of this group because of the matchup. But man, he might be the one that gets cut because of the. Am I going to bench Kamara on this? Yeah, I think I might. I think
It's not
I'm
benching though; it's dropping.
dropping. Oh, you have to drop one. Oh my
You
god.
can't drop one of these.
Yeah, Hector, get back to us on why you need to drop someone. If you're
Oh,
He
he
said
did
bench
follow
one.
up.
He
He
said-
said
he
he
did say
followed up
that,
and
yeah.
said bench one.
Okay.
bench one. Okay, yeah. Then I'm
You.
going to bench Kamara out of this group. I like the other matchups a lot more. Yeah, and this is a great decision you get to make here because you have 4 really good options.
Back to you, Dave. Which one of these guys are you benching?
If it is standard, I'm benching Kamara, and if it's PPR, I'm benching Chubb.
Chubb. What about you, Jay?
Chubb has been pretty brutal ever since Deshaun Watson took over. It has really negatively impacted him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I lean with what Dave said. I think that if it's full PPR, you take your shot on Kamara with the matchup. Chubb, he's not really done a whole lot with Deshaun Watson back, like Dave said,
Or
so-
Christian Watson.
or Christian Watson, either one. He's not done anything with Christian Watson. So
That butterfly effect gets him every time.
Yeah.
But dang, Ashton Kutcher always messing things up.
it's a good movie.
It was a really good movie, actually. All right, let's get into
Film, excuse me, a very good film.
No, you're right when you said movie. Yeah.
You were right the first time. Let's get into our game, guys. And
go.
as a reminder, play along in the chat. We love it when you play along, and then throw in any of your fantasy questions. We will answer them as we go here. Let's see. Where should we start? I think we're going to start with the toss-up puzzle. Before we do, actually, no. We'll just go right into the toss-up puzzle here.
Decide what you want to do, Jaya.
That's what I want to do. I'm deciding on the fly. All right, guys. So this one's going to work completely differently than how I said before. This first puzzle is going to be a toss-up. So I'm going to slowly reveal letters. As soon as you think you know it, say your own name, contestants. Say your own name. First person I hear, I'm going to call. You're going to get an opportunity to guess. The first person that guesses correctly is going to get 500 points or $500 and get to go first in the next puzzle, first real puzzle here. Here we go. Contestants, here is the first toss-up. There is NFL player is the category, NFL player. And reminder, contestants, out of the chat, head to the private chat because our chat is too good. I'm going to reveal letters. Here we go. Say your own name.
Joey.
Romeo
Dobbs.
Oh,
Romeo Dobbs is absolutely correct, Joey.
Well done.
Well done. That's going to give you a 500 here in your round bank, and you will get to go first on our next puzzle.
Thank you.
Dave, before we get into our puzzle, I wanted to ask you, how are you feeling about Romeo Dobbs with Christian Watson's breakout and coming back, like a long-term perspective, maybe dynasty perspective? Does Romeo Dobbs still have viability here?
no, I don't think so whatsoever. I mean, he really wasn't that good. If you look at the the deep numbers, the peripherals as they call them, he was getting force-fed targets because there was just nobody else that could really catch the ball for the Packers. But he was extremely inefficient with them. He wasn't catching them downfield. He wasn't picking up yards after the catch. I think he was very much so a flash in the pan. I was saying right after his boom games, whatever it was, week 7 or week 8, that you should go out and try to trade him for whatever you could. I am not a believer in Romeo Dobbs.
What about you, Jay? How you feeling about Romeo Dobbs?
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I'd say right now is the time to try to get back and trade him before he comes out and disappoints, because those boom games are gone, but people get hyped up when guys come back from injury, especially the way that Aaron Rodgers has looked here recently. I think we don't know what the future is going to hold for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. I'm with you. I think it's time to move on from Dobbs if you're able.
Yeah, totally fair, man. Didn't expect so much anti-Romeo Dobbs sentiment, but I understand it and I respect it. Mr. Scampers in here said, hi. What up, Mr. Scampers? Welcome in. Come in, my friend. Good to see you. And we got Toronto Dave in here with the football party.
Buddy.
Dave.
I like a football party.
A football party.
Shout out Toronto, just for Dave.
Shout out Toronto. All right, guys, let's get into our next puzzle here.
Let's
get into
go.
our next puzzle.
And I get
Joey,
to go first.
You got that one correct. So you get to go first in this one. This is an NFL player TV show mashup. NFL TV show mashup. So an example of this, all the mashups might be like, dude, where's my Derek Carr? The one I had said earlier that Dave got the last time he was on, The Curious Case of Eno Benjamin Button. Would you like your first question, Joey?
I would like my first question.
All right.
I was trying to solve it. I don't know if you could see the
could see.
gears slowly turning.
saw the
in my head.
smoke.
Yeah. They don't really ever turn fast, but you know, they were
I
moving.
did see it. I saw the smoke. Hopefully you put that out, Joe.
Yep.
We're going to start off nice and simple here.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you some fantasy points questions. All my fantasy points questions are going to be in PPR formats. So keep that in mind going forward.
Mhm.
Joey,
Yes.
in the 2022 season, which players had more total fantasy points?
Okay.
Justin Herbert or Austin Eckler?
I'll go Eckler.
Eckler's absolutely correct,
Yeah,
Joey. What
that's all
letter
right.
would you like?
I'll take a T.
T. There's one T.
Right where I thought it was. Okay. Next question, please.
That's going to give you 500 in your round bank, my friend. And you choose to take another question. No vowels.
No vowels. I want one more.
No
question.
vowels.
Mhm.
All right. All right, Joey. Which player has a higher fantasy points per game?
Okay.
Ramondre Stevenson or Cooper Kupp?
Points per game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is correct. Joey, what letter would you like?
I'll take the H.
H. It's one H.
Right where I thought it was. All right.
We are
Way
making
Way to go
our
out on
way-
a limb there, Joey.
Hey,
making
you
our
know,
way through this puzzle.
I'm trying to win this game. Next question, please.
All right. This is your last opportunity to buy a vowel this round,
I don't want any.
but you don't want it. That's totally fair. Joey, tell me, who has had more fantasy points this season? Who's had more fantasy points this season? Miles Sanders or Nick Chubb?
Did Sanders pass Chubb? That's the question. I'm gonna stick with Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb is correct, Joey.
Okay. Whew.
If you guess
That
this
would have
letter
got
correct,
me. I would have went Sanders.
Well, I know
You-
Chubb was the number one running back for a while there, and I know Sanders has been hot lately, but I was just trying to figure out, okay, did Sanders pass him? And I guess he didn't. So I'm gonna go with an R.
R. There's one R, Joey, meaning you are going to get another 500 and you're going to bank this money, giving you a nice lead. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to solve it.
Nope.
Bonk. We are moving on. Jay, are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, Jay, tell me who's had more rushing yards in 2022? Who's had more rushing yards in 2022? Josh Allen or Leonard Fournette?
Let me go Josh Allen.
That is correct. What letter would you like?
Let's go with an S.
S. Bonk. No S's. Not a single S, meaning Dave. We're on to you, my friend. Would you like a question?
A question, please. Yeah.
All right, Dave. Tell me who's had more fantasy points this season? Who's had more fantasy points this season? Jalen Hurts or Justin Herbert?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is correct. He actually has the most out of any player. What letter would you like, Dave?
Go with N as in Nancy.
N is in Nancy. Bonk. No N's. Not a single N in this puzzle. I'm sorry, Dave. Joey, we're back to you.
I want to buy some vowels, please.
Okay.
I want to buy an E.
E. There are 3 E's that are
Okay.
gonna cost you 100 each. But you don't have any. You don't have any money, Joey. Why are you buying vowels?
Because I have $2,000.
You can't take out of that bank.
Well, can we, for this, because I made a mistake, can we take 300 away from what I banked
Yeah, we can.
and I won't buy anymore?
That's totally
I-
fair. That's a
my
really fair
apologies.
solution.
I thought that I could-
No, it's my
I thought I
fault,
could
Joey.
buy.
I should have known that. It's my fault.
I'll take a
3
question.
E's. Taking a question. All right. All right, Joey. Who has had more passing yards in 2022?
Mhm.
Who's had more passing yards in 2022? Was it Jalen Hurts or is it Joe Burrow?
Joe Burrow.
That is correct. What letter would you like?
Let's buy a D.
D.
I really
What's the D?
I pooped the bed there.
There's one D,
All right.
Joey. You can take another question. You can buy a vowel or you get off.
Okay, I would like to buy an A.
An A. There's one A.
Okay.
And that gives you 400, which
I'll-
means
I can't buy any more vowels.
no, you cannot. You don't have enough.
Oh, man, a question. I feel like I've got something going here.
All right, another question. Here comes Joey. Who's had more rushing yards? 2022. Who's had more rushing yards in 2022?
Got it.
Was it
Almost up.
Devin Singletary, or is it Jeff Wilson?
Almost up.
Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson is correct, Joey. What letter would you like?
A G.
G. There's one G.
I'll buy an O.
And O. 1-0.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've got the obvious parts. Oh, why did I buy? Okay, next question, please.
All right, your
So
final
dumb.
question of this round. It's just
I
the
know I'm
Joey
handsome,
game.
but like I'm just dumb sometimes. Go ahead.
All right,
I should've bought the letter. I knew there was two of. What the? Oh gosh.
Who's had more receiving yards in 2022?
Okay.
More receiving yards, CeeDee Lamb or Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Is incorrect, Joey.
Really? Is it?
CeeDee Lamb,
Really?
961 to Amon-Ra
don't
St. Brown's 898.
I don't believe you.
Moving on, Jay.
Jay has it.
I would like to solve.
Say it exactly how it's written.
The Jared Goffus.
The Jared Goffus is correct. Well done, Jay. That's going to give you 1,000. And you
That's a
keep
good
that
puzzle.
800 away from Joey.
Even better.
I had a
Even
really good idea
better.
for a fortune puzzle. I'm gonna text or put in the thing.
All right. Yeah, save it.
Yeah.
Save it for the
I
next
can't say
one.
it out loud.
We got Simon in the chat said the poopy sniffer. Good
was close.
Very close guess. Very
I'll
close.
see you in an hour, Simon.
Very close. And Simon was actually first one to get this in the chat with the Jared Goffus. Well done. Now, some news came out recently. I think it was Dan Campbell saying that Jared Goff is not a bridge quarterback. He is the future. So, Dave, I'm curious what your perspective is on this. Is Jared Goff the future for the Detroit Lions, or do you think they'll go quarterback in the draft or make some moves?
I mean, it's easy to say he's the future quarterback when he's coming off 3 straight hot games. Let's see what he has to say after they get spanked by the Jets in
Right.
New York this week. I think it's going to be a little bit of a different tune after that game.
That's a good point. If you're the GM of the Lions, are you keeping Goff, or are you gonna try and draft one of these hot 2023 quarterbacks?
I'd have to check, but I think they still have him under contract for another year after this. So it's not like they can just let him walk after this year. So I think they do have a decent amount of money committed to him. But I don't know what their future plans are. I'd have to take a look at their salary cap and all that. I haven't really dug too much into draft stuff yet. But Jared Goff's looked decent in stretches this season. I just don't know if he's really the long-term answer for them.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? How you feeling about Jared Goff?
I think that he could be not necessarily the long-term answer, but what they stick with for at least the next few years, because this team, while they're definitely improving, they've got a lot of holes to fill. That's what she said. And the GM, Coop, brought up on the morning show a couple days ago that the GM for the Lions is the one who drafted Jared Goff. So he brought him over with him. So there's definitely that relationship there. He's played solid with what he's had around him, and he just now getting back Jameson Williams. I think that while they're building this team up, he's a more than serviceable option, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them stick with him at least next year.
Yeah.
I just took a look at the contract situation. They have an out this offseason where they can eat $10 million in dead cap and let him walk, or they can keep him for the next 2 years for about $61 million. So $61 million is a lot of money for Jared Goff.
For Jared Goff.
That is a lot for Jared Goff, man. That I could see them taking that out. This exchange in the chat got me. Cheyenne said, "It's the Percy somethings," and then this second word, definitely Percy. It could have been, honestly, Percy's probably a pretty good guess. Could have been Percy Jackson. We reference that all the time on this show. Well done, Jay. You got that one correct, which means Dave goes next, right? That's how this game works.
Yep.
All right, let's get into our next puzzle here. Throw it back up. Rhyme time. Rhyme time is the category.
I do not like rhyme time.
Dave, you are going first on this one. Are you ready for a question?
I'm ready.
All right, Dave, who has had more receiving yards in 2022? Who's had more receiving yards in 2022? Is it T. Higgins or is it Terry McLaurin?
Oh man, two really boomer bust guys. I'm trying to think who boom more. I'm gonna go with Terry McLaurin.
Terry McLaurin is correct, Dave. Terry McLaurin is absolutely correct. What letter would you like?
T as in Tom, as in Terry.
T is in Tom and Terry.
Whoa.
Boom.
Whoa.
Five T's. That's going to give you a lot of
Well
money.
done.
Let's see. That's 500, which means 2,500 goes to you, Dave, in your round bank. You can buy a vowel here. You can take another question or you can solve.
I will take a question.
Taking
Please.
another question. I respect it. Dave, who has a higher fantasy points per game? Keep in mind, PPR. Who has a higher fantasy points per game this season? Is it Trevor Lawrence or is it Dak Prescott?
It is Dak Prescott.
Sorry, Dave. It's Trevor Lawrence, actually. Yeah,
Surprising.
Trevor Lawrence. That's kind of tricky. A bit tricky there. Joey.
Hi,
Back to you.
that's them. I'm Joey. It's back to
You're
me.
Joey. You are Joe.
I would like a question, please.
Taking another question. You got it.
Yep.
Reminder, contestants, head to the private chat while we are doing the puzzle, just in case the chat solves it before us, which usually happens. They're pretty smart. And chat, throw in your guesses in the chat. We love it. We will praise you if you get it before the folks up here on the screen. And if you don't, we'll probably make fun of you. That's what we do. All right, Joey.
Hi.
Hey. Who has a higher fantasy points per game, Joey?
Okay.
Higher fantasy points per game. Is it Joe Mixon or is it Jalen Waddle?
I'm gonna go Jalen Waddle. Mixon had that huge game with 5 touchdowns, though.
Sorry, it was Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon.
When you have a
So
5
it's high.
touchdown game, your points per
Kinda
game will go up
crazy.
a little bit.
Yeah, well, it's kind of crazy. Jay, we're back to you.
Let's go.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
We are going to switch it up a little bit here. All right,
Where are we
Jay,
going?
tell me, which NFL team has scored more actual NFL points? Which NFL team has scored more points on the field this season? Is it Seattle Seahawks or is it the Baltimore Ravens?
Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks are correct. What letter would you like?
Let's go with an H.
An H. There are 3 H's. It's going to give you 1,500 in your round bank here. You can buy a question, you can solve, or you can buy a vowel.
Let's buy an E.
Buying an E. There are 3 E's. It's going to cost you 100 each. 2, 3. Bring it in 1,200. Your options are the same.
Got it. I got it.
Let's go with a question.
A question. You got it.
Question.
You got it. All right. Tell me, Jay, who's had more rushing attempts? Who's had more rushing attempts this season? Is it the Dallas Cowboys or is it the Kansas City Chiefs?
Let's go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys are correct. Is correct. I don't know what's the right article there. What letter
Good job,
would you like?
Jay.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm going to kind of go with a cheap and go with a W.
W. There's one W.
Let's buy an I.
Oof,
I
that's
and an
gonna be
I.
a good letter.
Oh, mamma mia. 5 eyes.
Ooh.
Boom, boom,
I know.
boom, boom, boom. 1,200. And this is your last. We're going into your third question, right?
Yep. Yeah, this is my. Oh, I know everything but the first word.
Better get it.
Better get it. Dave's sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
What's it going to be, Jay?
Let's go with another question. I don't know the first
Another
word.
question. All right, Jay, tell me which NFL team has had more total yards this season? Which NFL team has had more total yards this season? Is it the Raiders or is it the Chargers?
Let's go with the Chargers.
That is incorrect. It was the Raiders. I'm sorry, Jay. Dave, we're moving on to you. Would you like to solve? Or would you like
I know what it is, but I'm going to be a jerk and try to get some extra money.
Yeah. Be a jerk and get it wrong. I love it.
2,500 in his round bank.
Strategery.
Over more. The cojones, Dave. I respect it. All right, another question here. Tell me, Dave, Which NFL team has run more plays this season? Which NFL team has run more plays this season? Was it the Bills or is it the Dolphins?
I am totally guessing here, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins.
Sorry, Dave. It's the Bills. Oh, no.
Joey, go with the question. Go with the
Hi.
question.
I had a fiver.
No,
I had a
I'm not
fiver.
gonna do it. Unlike Brock Purdy, I have no cojones, so I'm going to solve. And I'm going to be splitting the bill with Tyreek Hill.
Splitting the bill with Tyreek Hill.
I wanted it because I could have got 5 L's there.
Yeah.
You could have got. Oh man, that L's. I can see why you were
I
enticed now,
wanted the
Dave.
L. I
I
did.
could see. I wanted
am-
the
I
L
ended
so
Don't
bad.
worry,
taking
Dave.
one instead of
I'm
getting
really
the
going to try
5.
to give you the L here today. Don't worry.
He's
I'm
gonna
an
try
idiot
his hardest.
because I was trying to figure out what went with the Hill when H was already off the board. So that's why I couldn't figure it out because I thought the third word was Hill. So I'm a complete idiot.
Very tricky, man. Dave, it's could have been first place. It's killing me.
No, you know what? You got to take shots sometimes. I
You
like
got
to.
to the L move, man. That would have given you what? 5 L's.
I got 2,500 on that.
2,500.
And then-
Another
and then
2,500
answered it.
doubled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been nice. We got some questions here in the chat.
You gave me some money incorrectly, I believe. That belongs to
1,200.
Yeah, you gave it. I did not get it correct. Belongs to Joey.
It belongs to Joey. Oh no. And but Joey didn't have any round money.
Right. So I should have. I should have
You
1,000.
should have 1,000.
Right.
Maybe
Want to be on the up and up.
Well, I'm having to-
1,000.
I'm having to fight off Dave, Jay, the referees.
Yeah, everybody.
Hey,
Joey
I-
versus the
legendary
world.
win for me today.
Right.
Putting the whole team on my back. having to
Born to
carry it all
last.
here.
Scampers in here earlier with splitting the bill. Scampers the
Hold
first
on.
one, I think.
The smart cat.
What, like 6 minutes ago? Got splitting the bill with Tyreek Hill. Well done.
I wish I would have gone for the L. That'd have been cool.
That would have been cool. Yeah. If only you were as cool as Dave.
So, that's what my wife says to me before bed every night.
Oh,
Only you're as cool as Dave.
If only.
I know, honey.
Born to Laugh in here with a question. Dave, I'm going to throw this one to you. Desmond Ritter, Colt McCoy, or Brett Rippin, half PPR.
ugh.
Which of these guys you starting?
You know, we had a pretty similar discussion yesterday on the Football Guys mailbag show, and I said go with Ritter. And the question, I can't remember, but it was, Ritter and Dalton and somebody else. And I said, we already know what those guys are. We know what Colt McCoy is. We know what Brett Ripien is, and they're pretty boring. So why not go for the unknown with Ritter who could potentially be good?
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that move. Joey, are you going Ritter here?
Yeah, I'll go Ritter. I don't trust Colt McCoy to finish a game. And I mean that in the nicest way, Colt McCoy. I love your first name. It's a cool name, but I don't. Yeah, it's too much of a wild card for me. And yeah, like Dave said, let's see what this kid has in Ritter. So I have him ranked
let's see
higher
what
this
he's
week.
got.
So, but they're all pretty close at the bottom of my rankings quarterbacks this week.
And then a follow-up question from Born to Laugh here. Matt Collins,
Okay.
Isaiah McKenzie, Josh Reynolds, or Chris Moore? Starting 2, full PPR. Jay, why don't you start with this one? What do you think?
Starting 2. It looks like I don't believe that Nico Collins is going to play, so that pretty much locks in Chris Moore for me, especially in full PPR. Don't want to go Matt Collins with the Raiders going against the Patriots in New England. Although, you know how Bill Belichick likes to take away the top option, so I actually think I am going to go Matt Collins because Isaiah McKenzie, the Bills, looks like there's going to be a lot of snow, and I don't trust Josh Reynolds. We've seen Matt Collins have some pretty big games, so for me, it's going to be Chris Moore, Matt Collins.
What do you think about this one, Dave?
That's exactly who I'm going with. Yeah, Chris Moore is the smash start here. No Nico Collins. Doesn't look like Brandon Cooks can be playing either. And Matt Collins quietly putting together a pretty steady season.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been decent.
He's kind of just taking over everything that we thought Darren Waller was going to get is just going to Matt Collins now. I mean, he's really quietly having a solid season here.
Yeah, absolutely. Caitlin in here saying hi. Hey, what's up, Caitlin?
Hi, Caitlin.
Welcome in. Welcome in. And man, the chat is timing. Dave and Scampers. Dave.
I respect the move.
I love that. And then Simon said, Dave is the Brandon Staley of Fantasy Fortune. Analytics decisions.
I did crunch the numbers in my head beforehand, and even if it didn't work out, it was the move.
I love
You
it.
play to win the game.
You got to
Process
play to
over
win.
results.
Hey,
Process
Carlos.
over results. What up, Carlos?
Carlos.
Welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. And last one before we get into our next round, George Cook said kicker questions are depressing. I know, but am I really playing Jason Myers tonight?
Sounds like you are.
You tell us, I guess. Dave,
It's
you have any
it's a
concerns
kicker.
about
I don't
Jason Myers?
I don't waste any of my energy on kicker analysis. I mean, I'm
That's
in
fair.
leagues with kickers, and my thing is, all right, who's averaging the most points? And if somebody on the waiver wire is averaging more points than the kicker I have, I pick that person up and play him. Kickers are tough. They're really
Yeah.
tough.
I think you're good with Jason Myers. You're solid. All right, guys, let's get into our next puzzle here. Let's see. Joey, you got that one right.
I
So
got
Jay,
that.
you're starting out the next one.
Let's go.
This one, first names, same team. So these are 3 first names, and they belong to 3 players who are all on the same team. Jay, you ready? Would you like a question?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Tell me, Jay, who's had more passing yards 2022? Who's had more passing yards in 2022? Is it Derek Carr or is it Daniel Jones?
You did me dirty with that. You know that, right? I'm going to go with Derek Carr.
Derek Carr is correct.
I didn't
Well,
say
that-
David Carr this time, so that's an improvement. I
Yeah.
generally say David Carr every time
Baby
he's brought
steps.
up. Let's go with an S.
S. There are 2 S's. It's going to give you 1,000 in your round bank. Ooh. And you can buy Val here. You can take another question or you could solve.
Let's go with another question.
Another question. All right. You got it. Who's played in more games, Jay? Tell me who's played in more games. Is it? Actually, I'm going to ask a different question.
All
because
right.
I could not figure that
Thank
one
God,
out
because
quick
I'm
enough.
glad we weren't going there.
That would have been too annoying to figure out. So, who's thrown more interceptions this season, Jay? Is it Joe Burrow or is it Tua?
I don't like you laughing like that. I don't appreciate that when you're getting ready to give the second option. I'm going to go with Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is correct. What letter would you like?
Let's go with D. Give me the D, JL.
Bonk. I gave you the big old D. I'm
So you get for
sorry,
being a
Jay.
naughty boy.
Little D.
That's what you get. Dave, we're back to you.
All righty.
Feeling good?
Feeling good.
Feeling good. I like it. All right, Dave, take a trip with me. Take a trip to the FanDuel Sportsbook. Me. It's a little stroll. Old hands will be pleasant. Dave, the San Francisco 49ers are playing the Seattle Seahawks tonight. It's in Seattle. True or false? The spread on this game is at 5.5 points.
False.
False is absolutely correct. 3.5.
Yep.
What letter would you like?
I'm going to go with M as in Mary.
And M as in Mary. Bonk. No M's. No M's in this name. It's Joey. Oh. We're back to you.
I was trying to
Joey.
cover up the fart that I let out. At the same time.
Thank God.
That was as old man of a move as you could have pulled, sitting there cracking your knuckles.
Would you like a question, Joey?
Yes.
All right. Joey, the Atlanta Falcons are playing at the New Orleans Saints. They're playing in New Orleans. It doesn't matter why I said the home field advantage here for my question. True or false? The over-under on this game is set at 45.5.
Oh, way under.
True or false?
Oh. Under. So it's false.
Your
False.
face, Joey.
False is correct. False is absolutely
I don't
correct.
think Joey knows what he said
He
false
just
to
goes,
be honest.
under.
That's the hardest time I've had playing the fortune until we had to scream our own names, and I got that wrong for like 6 episodes in a row, and I kept going. Ah!
What letter would you like, AJ?
A C.
Under.
C.
C. There's one C.
Okay.
It's maybe 500.
I'll buy an I.
An I. Bonk. No
I don't
eyes.
know why I bought an I.
Me neither.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, we're on to you.
Under.
Would you like a question?
Yes, let's go with the question.
All right. Jay, the Philadelphia Eagles are playing in Chicago against the Chicago Bears. True or false?
True.
The spread is set at 11 points.
Gonna go false.
False is correct. It's set at 9 points. What letter would you like?
Let's go with an R.
R. Bonk. No R's.
Not great, Bob. Not great.
No R's. All right, Dave, we're back to you, my friend.
We're struggling on this one.
Yeah, I know. All right, Dave, tell me who's had more rushing touchdowns this season? Who's had more rushing touchdowns this season? Is it James Conner or Kenneth Walker?
Oh, man. I'm going to go with James Conner.
I'm sorry, Dave. It's Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker.
This is a fun one. Aren't you glad you came on, Dave?
Joey, we're back to you.
I'm gonna try to buy a Val again.
And there goes JL.
JL's over it.
Yeah. Joey, are you okay?
No, I'm gonna die.
Not
Is he gonna come back?
Well, he just left the stream, so
And we can't go to the chat to answer questions until. Okay.
No, it's
just
here
heard
he
the little
comes.
Okay.
You really pissed JL off. I mean, I don't know what you did, Joey, but he is not happy with you.
Well, that has never happened before. So we're back. It's all right.
Yeah,
Internet,
I was worried that you
shot me out.
I was worried that like it was just like done, and we are like, I don't have access to the wheel
Cheer,
of fortune.
guys. It's time. All right. Where do we leave off?
I need to see the board.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Let's see.
Trying to figure out that
So,
first
Joey,
name.
what'd you think about AEW Dynamite last night?
I still haven't watched it. I know.
Me either.
All right, we back.
You were buying a vowel, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna buy an E.
You gonna buy an E?
Mhm.
All right. There are 2 E's. It cost you 100 each, which means you cannot buy a vowel. You cannot buy any more vowels for this turn. You got to get some more money. So you can either take a question or solve.
I'll take a question.
Take a question. All right. We're going to stay in this category. Joey, which players had more rushing touchdowns 2022? Devin Singletary or Najee Harris?
Devin Singletary.
I'm sorry, it was Najee Harris.
Yeah, this is too much of a trick.
Yeah, Jay, we're back to you.
Okay.
I would like to buy a vowel.
Okay.
Let's go with an A.
Hey, 1A. It's going to cost you 100. You still have enough to buy a vowel. 500 is the threshold for buying vowels. Would you like to buy a vowel? Take another question or solve?
I will buy another vowel. I got 2 of the 3 names. Let's buy an O.
An O. There's 1 O. Options are the same.
So since it would say there was no vowels, right? If there was
It
no
would.
vowels left. Okay, so give me go ahead and let me buy that U.
There's 1 U.
I got it. I would like to solve.
Say it how it's written.
Chase, Cole, and Velas.
That is absolutely correct. The Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears. Well done, Jay. It's going to give you 1,000 for solving that puzzle.
Thought
I
the
got
last
Chase
one was
right off the bat.
Jesus there for a little bit.
Jeez.
I got Chase right off the bat, and all I could think of was Chase Daniel. So I was just
Chase
going through the
Daniels.
entire Chargers roster in my head for like 10 minutes before
You
it
get
finally clicked.
stuck on that one that you just cannot
So
get
hard to
past.
break out of.
I had Chase, but I kept going, nope, that's Jamar Chase's last name. So
Yeah,
Joey,
same thing.
stop thinking that.
Stop doing it.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Chase is also a first name.
Chase, Carl, and Elvis from Mr. Scampers. Nice. I like that. And then Carlos, I think, was the first one that got it. Chase, Cole, Bayless.
Excellent job, Carlos. You should be on this show.
Done. You should. Dave, as a Chicago Bears fan, if I'm not mistaken, how are you feeling about this wide receiver situation going into next season? You think how will this shake up?
Can I go grab a beer out of my fridge
Yeah,
before we
please
start
do.
talking about
Yeah.
this? It's
bring the
a
tequila.
joke, man. And I don't get it. Like, Chicago Bears fans are trying to spin this trade into a positive, and I just don't see it whatsoever. Chase Claypool was a disappointing second-round pick who has a year and a half left on his rookie contract, and we traded what is projected to be the 34th overall pick for Chase Claypool when we could have just drafted George Pickens last year with one of our second-round picks. We could have just
Right.
drafted a wide receiver this year with a second-round pick. Trading that away for Chase Claypool, I'm not happy about it. And then Velas, are you kidding me? Velas Jones? No, I mean, it's looking bleak out here. Actually,
N'Keal Harry.
tweeted out right before this game started that The Bears are going into next offseason with over $120 million in salary cap. And I've been, that's kind of been like a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel that I've been looking at all offseason until I just looked at the available free agents this offseason. And I don't even know where they're going to spend that money. We're going to end up paying $20 million to Jacoby Myers or Nelson Aguilar or Alan Lazard. There isn't a single good receiver available. So love
Pretty
Justin
sure.
Fields, but it's bleak.
You
Pretty
like
sure
Alan
Kenny
Lazard?
Galladay is going to be available, so you could spend your money on him.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I do love Alan Lazard, but what's going to happen is we're going to be in a bidding war with other wide receiver needy teams, and we're going to end up having to pay him $20 million a year.
he's
and
gonna
I
get
don't
so
like that.
much money.
So
Mhm.
much money.
Oh God.
Velas is actually older than I am, so
Really? Wow.
Realistically, though, with Aaron Rodgers only having 1 year left in Green Bay, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if they just franchise tag Alan Lazard, just eat the money this year, don't have to worry about a long-term deal, and know that their championship window kind of closes after this.
Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad move. Be interested to see what they do. DJ in here had a question for us. Would you start Isaiah Hodgins this week? No,
No.
I would not.
no, tough matchup. I really don't want to start any Giants wide receivers. Yeah, outside of the most desperate situations, you don't want to.
Yeah. And DJ saying Matt Gay or Jason Sanders full PPR. It's Jason Sanders. I don't think the Rams are going to score many points this week. So I don't think they're going to have many opportunities to kick. All right, guys, let's get into our next puzzle here. Simon said, isn't Velas retiring soon? I think so. Maybe one more year.
Let's
One
see.
more
Wait
good
until
year.
Social Security kicks in.
All right, let's get into our next one here. Jay, you got that one right?
Yep.
Yeah, you did. So Dave, coming back to
All
you,
right.
my friend.
All right, let's get some money on the board.
Let's get some money. We got former teammates here. Former teammates. At one point, these two players were teammates. First name, last name, then first name, last name. Would you like a question, Dave?
Please.
I got you. Tell me, Dave, who's had more receiving yards 2022? Who's had more receiving yards in 2022? Was it Aaron Jones or is it Alvin Kamara?
I'm going to go with Aaron Jones.
Sorry, Dave. Is Alvin Kamara actually somehow, even though I feel like he hasn't even played.
Yeah. Hasn't scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's
I
only
don't know
got
where
one in
he's
the
been.
year.
Yeah, it's absurd. Joey, back to you.
I would like a question, please.
Question. All right, Joey, who's had more receiving touchdowns? Who's had more
Okay.
receiving touchdowns this season? Is it Tony Pollard or Damian Pierce?
Oh, that's rude. It's Tony Pollard.
It is Tony Pollard. What letter
Yeah.
would you like?
T.
How'd that feel? Joey?
It's
Bonk, no T's. Ouch.
that hurt more.
T
What
for
a T.
Tony. T for Tony. All right, Jay.
Let's go with the question.
Question. You got it. Who's had more passing yards, Jay? Who's had more passing yards this season? Is it Davis Mills or is it Russell Wilson?
Russell Wilson.
That is correct. By
Yeah.
500 yards. What letter would you like?
Let's go with an M for Mancy.
Mancy. 1M. 1 Mancy. It's going to give you 500.
Let's go with another question.
A question. You got it. Tell me, Jay, who's played in more games this season? Lamar Jackson or Baker Mayfield?
Lamar Jackson.
Sorry, Jay. That is correct. Lamar Jackson
I
is
was about to-
absolutely right.
I
What
was
letter
about
would
to
you
leave.
like?
Sorry, I was like, what?
I was about to leave, honestly. Let's go with an S.
S. Bonk. No S's. Sorry.
Usually
Sorry
does
about
me
that.
good with S, not tonight.
Usually does. Dave, we're back to you, my friend.
All righty. I will take a question.
You got it. Which quarterback has had more passing touchdowns this season?
I got
Which
it.
quarterback has had more passing touchdowns this season?
Got it.
Kirk Cousins or Justin Fields?
Kirk.
That is correct, Dave. What letter would you like?
I will go with an R.
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 Oh, Mamma
Yeah.
Mia. 4, 5
Ooh,
R's.
Yeah.
Hot pasta. Let's see. Okay. 2,500, Dave.
I am not going to make the same
Don't
mistake
you
I did
do
last
it,
time.
Dave.
I'm just going to
Don't
call
you do
it
it, Dave.
Derek Carr and Amari Cooper.
Dang, just came in. I didn't even know you were solving it right then. You
Not
said
making
it.
the same mistake. The analytics have failed me.
Gone full Jeff Saturday from Brandon Staley to Jeff Saturday in one round. Well done. It is Derek
done,
Carr
Dave.
and Amari Cooper. Well done, Dave. Did you know that for a while?
As soon as the R came through, I kind of figured it out quickly there. I was thinking it was Amari because I didn't know what else could be in front of an M, so I figured it had to be some sort of vowel. And then as soon as the double R came through on Carr, I knew.
You knew.
Yeah, I went through every Cowboys position player, and I'm like, because I got Amari pretty quick, and I'm like, God, who? And then I was like,
Way
oh
back.
yeah,
I kept thinking Emilio for some reason. I couldn't get it out of my head.
Emilio.
Honestly, I knew
Emilio
Amari
has his
Cooper. I had
mustache.
no idea who the top one was until the 2R showed up. And that helped quite a bit.
Emilio Luigi.
Emilio.
Emilio Cooper.
Grim Fan was the first one that put it all together.
done,
Derek
Grim.
Carr and Amari Cooper. Well done.
Wonder if that's a sign that he should take the Raiders this week for his the eliminator pool.
Don't tempt him. He might. He just might. Well done. Simon said,
Amari Cooper's
Emilio, I
aged
need
like-
my spaghetti.
He's
Emilio.
aged like some fine wine, man. He was written off as a bust during his time in
Who?
Oakland at the time. Amari Cooper.
Emilio.
Oh, yeah.
And slowly kind of put it together in Dallas, and now he's looking like a bona fide stud.
So how are you feeling with Deshaun Watson coming back, Dave? What does that do for Amari Cooper's fantasy value long term, like going into next season?
I think Donovan Peoples-Jones just has a better skill set that matches up with what Deshaun Watson wants to do. And I mean, I've been a DPJ fanboy since before he even came into the league, so I'm going to tout my guy a little bit here. I love Amari Cooper, but he's getting up there in age. I believe he's 28 years old right now. So I think that we see that changing of the guard happen probably sometime next year where Donovan Peoples-Jones becomes the wide receiver 1 in Cleveland.
I love that. It makes me so sad when players my age are now being referred to as
Don't-
changing the guard.
Just don't.
I don't
Don't
like
even
that.
jail.
I
No.
don't like that.
You know, you say-
Stephon,
when you say
Amari, we're still
28
young.
years old is getting up there. Give me a break. Like,
Yeah, just wait
you know.
until you're a veteran quarterback. That's where I'm at right
Yeah.
I'm
Josh
McCoy's
McCown.
age, so.
I'm just excited Brady's still in the league because he's older than me, and that's about it.
Yep.
When you said DPJ, the look on Joey's face, he's blushing, like all the blood rushed other places, but also his face. He's been saying, I got to give Joey credit. He's been saying DPJ with Deshaun Watson for a while now, so I'm with you on that.
All right. And Mr. Scammer said DPJ or Emilio Cooper.
Emilio Cooper.
What's that movie? Is it A Nice Roxbury? Where they're talking about Emilio Estevez and like Emilio.
Yeah, Emilio.
Yeah.
That's before your time, JL. You probably have
It
no
might-
idea
it's
what
a
you're
duck
talking
man
I think I did watch it, but a long time ago. I definitely don't remember a single thing about it. Maria in here saying, hello. Hello, Maria. Welcome in.
Maria.
Talking about Amari Cooper. Simon said, I never gave up on him.
No, he didn't.
I also never gave up on Kerryon Johnson or Josh Gordon. So you win some, lose some. Very true.
I think one of my best takes this offseason was if you're got Mike Evans in Dynasty, go flip him for Amari Cooper. Got a lot of hate for that one, but feel a little smug about it now a few
Yeah.
months later.
I
I took
it.
Amari Cooper in a way too early draft last night. I'm not allowed to talk more than that about it, but I took him like in the 7th round. And
Ah,
couldn't believe
that's
that he
a
was
steal.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's where he was going last year. People were overlooking him.
I don't think you could have done better.
Yeah. I don't
It's very good, Jay.
know.
You got an email. You're not allowed to talk about the draft. Still going to talk about it.
All right, guys, let's get into probably our final puzzle here.
Ooh.
Dave, you got that one correct. And this is anybody's
Oh.
game. This is an NFL player movie mashup. NFL player movie mashup. Joey, you are going first on this one. You ready for a question?
I would like to solve. No, okay. Question, please.
All
Yeah,
right.
question.
All right. Who's had more passing touchdowns, Joey? Who's had more
Okay.
passing touchdowns this season? Marcus Mariota or Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan.
That is incorrect,
Really?
Joey. It's Marcus Mariota. Yeah.
Yeah. Home games.
Yeah,
You got benched for a few weeks there.
he did. All right, Jay, we're back to you.
Let's go with it.
All right, who's had more interceptions this season? Jimmy Garoppolo or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
That is correct. That was much closer than I wanted it to be. What letter would you like?
I'm going to go back to the well. I'm going to go with an S.
S. Bonk. No S's. Not a single S. What a dumb guess. Dave, we're back to you.
I'll take a question.
Taking a question. I like it. All right, Dave, tell me who's had more receptions this season? Who's more receptions this season? Is it Christian Kirk or Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Amon was the obvious answer, but he missed a few weeks. I'm going to go with Kirk.
Sorry, it was Amon-Ra St. Brown. It was the obvious one.
Dirty trickster.
Joey, back to you.
Let's go.
All right, which receiver has had more receptions this season, 2022? Which receivers had more receptions? Is it DK Metcalf?
Ooh.
Or is it Amari Cooper?
Most receptions.
You watching a fireworks show, Joey? Or what?
I'll go DK Metcalf.
That is correct, Joey. What letter would you like?
A T.
T. Bonk.
For
No
turkey,
T.
because I got it wrong. Oh,
No
boy.
T's,
I
Joey.
thought you were going bowling.
I mean, Jay. We're back to
Hello.
you. Hello.
How are you doing? Having a good night?
Yeah, fantastic. Hanging with my buddies.
Oh,
You ready for a question?
let's do it.
All right. Who's had more receptions in 2022? Who's had more receptions in 2022? Is it Juju Smith-Schuster? Or is it Christian McCaffrey?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm going to go with Christian McCaffrey.
That is correct. What letter would you like?
Let's go with an R.
R. Bonk. No R's.
Jeez Louise.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there, guys.
Maybe.
All right, Dave, we're back to you very quickly. You ready for a question?
I am.
All right, who's had more receiving yards in 2022? Who's had more receiving yards in 2022? Is it Amari Cooper or is it Donovan Peoples-Jones?
Oh, I was just looking at these splits. I'm going to go with Amari.
That is correct, Dave. What letter would you like?
Let's go with M as in Mary.
Mary. M. There's one M.
Yeah.
We did it.
Got one on the board, guys. All right. This is a great show.
I'll take another question.
Taking another question. I like it. All right, Dave, tell me which players had more receiving touchdowns this season? Which players had more receiving touchdowns this season? Is it Adam Thielen or is it Brandon Ayuk?
Ayuk.
Ayuk is correct, Dave. What letter would you like?
Let's go with L.
L. There are 3 L's. That's going to give you 1,500 in your round bank, bringing you 2,000. You can buy a vowel, you can solve, or you can take another question, Dave.
I'm going to take another question.
Taking another question. You got it. All right. Tell me, Dave, who's had more rushing yards in 2022? Who's had more rushing yards? Is it Isaiah Pacheco or is it Lamar Jackson?
Isaiah Pacheco.
It was Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
It was Lamar Jackson. No.
Joey, are you okay? The faces you're making up there are kind of scaring me a little bit.
So here's the thing about these movie mashups is like I'm expected to get them. So when it's like extra pressure for me. So I take it on myself.
Are you
And
ready,
I just have
Joe?
a hard time. Yeah, I'm ready. Question.
Ready for a
please.
question? You got it.
Yeah.
All right. Who's had more rushing yards this season? Is it Ramondre Stevenson or is it Austin Eckler?
Ramondre Stevenson.
That is correct. What letter would you like?
Right. That's what I was thinking.
A P.
P.
Why'd I pick a P?
1 P.
Okay. Oh, I would like to buy a vowel.
Yes.
An A.
An A. There are 2 A's. That's going to cost you 200, Joey, and put you under the threshold for buying vowels. So you can take another question or you can solve.
I know it. Okay, I'm just gonna.
What's it gonna be?
Michael Gallup.
It is Michael Gallup. You
Wow.
got it, Joey.
Okay, I got it. Whoa.
I don't understand the movie part of this one.
Up.
Up. Really?
Oh, come on.
Really?
I knew it was Michael Gallup, and I was just like, that doesn't make any sense.
I was thinking like my girl Gallup. Like what? Like
Simon's like, you were going to get so many
oh
groans
my
with that
God.
one.
Yeah.
I was like, but I have to. I can't not do it. I have
I'm
to
not
do it.
complaining because I got it right and might have won the game.
You won
but-
the game, Joey. You fully won on Michael Gallup. How does that feel?
You should be
I'll
ashamed
do
of
my
yourself.
Kevin impression because I'm so happy. For all the Up fans out there.
For
That
all
was a-
the Up
that was
fans.
for you guys.
That was a good one. I give you
Charles
Charles.
got it. Grim fan got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mr. Scampers got it. Is it Michael Gallup? Question mark.
There's like lots of movies that have Up in the title that you could have gone with too.
Yeah.
Clinton
No.
Portis. Yes.
Clinton
that's
Portis. I think Mr. Scamper said that's a movie player movie mashup. It is.
Yes.
It is. Well,
There's also a movie called Michael
there is. Yeah.
about an angel. John Travolta plays him.
That's
even though he's a
right. I remember
That
Scientologist.
is, yeah, that's my
So-
grandma's favorite movie.
Is it really?
Yeah, I had to watch that so many times. Growing up as a kid.
Shout
an
out.
embarrassing
Graham.
amount.
Doesn't he
God.
like snap his fingers in it?
I
I
think
mean,
that is
John
something.
Travolta, doesn't he
like a
snap his
thing?
fingers
I
in
don't
every
know.
movie?
I
Basically,
think
Every
I've
single one.
repressed every memory of that movie, but I watched it quite a few times as a child.
we basically opened up a trauma for Dave. Sorry about that, Dave.
Yeah.
I'll watch it tonight.
Well, Dave, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a ton of fun
course.
playing some Fantasy Fortune with you.
Yeah.
If you aren't already, make sure you're following Dave at Dave Kluge right there under his beautiful face.
Joey, you trying to figure out which direction to point?
No, isn't it supposed to say Joey wins across the bottom? Isn't it-
No.
No,
That's
that's
not
not
to
a
say
thing.
that.
No.
That's what's saying.
Congratulations, Joey, on a.
No, I don't need the
well-deserved win.
congratulations. I
Oh,
just like banners.
congratulations, Joey.
Big fan of
You
banners. When I
Can
go
we
to
do
the
a high
beach and I
five?
see those
You think
planes.
can we plan
Wait,
out a
can
high
we-
five?
Oh shit! Oh, we can do it. Here we go. Whoa!
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think I did it. All right.
Well, that is going to be it for us today. We will be back Sunday night doing a Sunday night recap.
Cough, Joey.
7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We will be back giving you a recap of all Sunday's games. Until then, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have
Bye-bye.
a great.
Oh,
have a
you left
great,
me hanging. You left me hanging.